Hello everyone, I'm Chestic44, also known as Fly, and welcome to this Let's Play of Wrath of the Righteous. Last episode, we made our way back to Dresden, sold the various loot we had a rest, and bought a ring for Elon, Sela's friend. Well, Sela bought the ring, we gave her some extra money to make sure it's the right ring. Either way, we've been invited to the wedding, so let's go and do it. So, obviously we're taking you. I feel like having a nice cleric would be a nice thing. Who else would be good? So we have a healer. A demon feels like it would be odd. But I mean, you never know, there might be something to pick. Actually... Nah, I'm not going to take him. And we'll take Lan and Nenio, because they are some of our most powerful folks. And the wedding meadow is right there. Nice, easy travel. Commander, Sela, you're here! Elon is trying so desperately to hide his excitement, it's almost comical. Welcome! I'm a little confused. Where are the musicians, the crowd of drunken guests? The last wedding I went to, we got the priest drunk off his face. Oh, please don't try to do that here. We've already had enough trouble. Kiana worships Desna, I Iomade. In the end, we invited a priestess of Abadar to conduct the ceremony, so that no one would be offended. Congratulations, but where's the food? Oh, let me tell you everything. Before the official ceremony, all the guests are enjoying themselves at two venues. The one on the right has been organized by my Houndhearts, the one on the left by Kiana's friends. Each venue has its own theme, but I won't tell you which is which. It'll be more fun to see for yourselves. Both venues have food and drinks and a little contest where you can win prizes. Kiana is greeting guests at her venue, and I'm leaving for mine now. I have a special role to play there. I think I should take a look around. Study the wedding traditions of Uplanders, just in case I need to know them someday. Do you already have someone in mind? All I dream of is me and the most beautiful girl in the world, sitting side by side in a cave, feeding each other roasted rats. I'm getting hungry. What are the wedding traditions like underground? Oh, it's all very simple, nothing fancy. The bride and groom say their vows in front of the chief and then exchange amulets. As a rule, the amulets are handmade, but it's not required. You can grab one off the corpse of some uplander who ended up down our way. When you don't have many materials to make jewelry, you have to get creative. Not bad. Let's go take a look. We'll look, memorize everything, and think it all over later. Enjoy, Commander. There's still time before the beginning of the ceremony. Oh, Sela, thank you for coming too.
I'll take care of it.
Alright,
No
Sela, go ahead, get on Yaniel. Now, let's take a look around. More horses over there. Got a location in here. The best man. A Fae steps into your path. You suppose he must be a Houndheart, but his knight's armor is mixed with gaudy items and there are fake wings fastened to his back. Halt, travelers! You are stepping into the wonderful land, the charmed land, the most perfect land ever created by the gods. The first world, and I am its god, the beautiful Fae Gate Mistress. But before you enter, answer my question. What is the key that opens every gate? I have to say it. Will someone explain to me why every 10th Crusader in Mendev gets tentacles as their answer? Oh, fine, we'll let this mystery remain a mystery. Now you may enter, and learn the mysteries of the past, and fight for the treasure of our Fae ruler. The Fae points to the middle of the tent, where seated on a throne is none other than Elon. His head is crowned with fake thorns, and a green cape sweeps over his shoulders, and his torso is proudly bare. Is Elon pretending to be the Wild Hunt monarch? He is the monarch, the true ruler of the magical land of the First World. The Fae lowers his voice. The bride is particularly taken with the costume. What is the Fae ruler's treasure? Oh, it is a priceless artifact which our monarch has owned since the dawn of time. It looks exactly like an ordinary broom. But don't be fooled into thinking we Fae simply failed to find any good props. So, the artifact. The monarch used to own it, but then a treacherous predator, the most fearsome of any who live in the forests of the First World, sneaked into the treasury and stole it. This predator lives in a secret lair, which is conveniently located in this area. Everyone who makes it through the enchanted wilds of the First World and reaches the beast's lair will get a reward. Ugh, damn, old-timer Seele hasn't played games like this since her thieving days. But we've got to accept the challenge, Phalai. Well, we want to take part. Alright, then I'll repeat the rules. You need to search our corner of the First World and find our amazing broom-shaped artifact. But first you'll need to answer a few riddles. You'll see. And come face to face with the dangerous predator. And then you'll get the reward. Okay, simple enough. That is a regular dagger, but I'll take the other thing. This. Right over to here. Oh, I got hit by the color spray, but I'm okay. The beast. Oh, hello, adventurer. You must be looking for the artifact that was stolen from the Wild Hunt Monarch. I am the beast who crept in and snatched the artifact. I've taken steps to prevent the stolen property from being returned to its rightful owner. Namely, I placed the true artifact among several fakes. You will never guess which is the real one. The beast points at the few identical brooms. Are you the predator, the most formidable beast in the forests of the First World? Actually, I'm a lawyer from Nerosian and a friend of Elon. But when they were giving out roles for the celebration, guess who was appointed the magical beast? They said I was the hairiest fellow in the party. It's alright, I have my own wedding coming up. I'll even the score then. Yeah, okay, I guess us Kitsune are just kinda, you know, roped into playing the right part. What will happen if I choose one of the fake artifacts? According to the rules, you are supposed to turn to stone if you take the wrong broom. I mean, artifact. But to be honest, I'm willing to help you out. I actually forgot which one I marked as the right one. So I can just take the broom and go? There was supposed to be a battle with the predator, but I'm not drunk enough for that yet. So just take any broom and go. Oh, don't forget to give it to Elon. The monarch will give you a reward for returning the artifact. Okay, easy enough. You should be there, you should be there. There we go. Elon is trying very hard to maintain his aloof demeanor, but he can't help breaking into a smile every few moments. Mortals, you have returned my artifact and I shall reward you forthwith. We Fey monarchs are noble beings and not evil at all. Color me surprised, friend. I never thought I'd see our straight-laced Sir Elon come to his own wedding dressed up as a Fey princeling. I'm begging you, no jokes about the horns, please. I don't want to be remembered as a cuckold bridegroom. I don't know if you've ever fallen in love, Seele. I don't remember you ever talking about it. But when it happens, you are no longer who you once were. I suppose I didn't expect this of myself either, but Kiana was so desperate to have an unusual wedding. I thought to myself, if unusual is the goal, then I should do something I've never done before. The wedding's great. I'm having fun. All the guests keep telling me that. That means all the effort was worth it. And now, if you please, I'd like to return to my role. Please, continue enjoying the festivities. Probably fake Shika. You see a broad-shouldered dwarf woman wearing a hood. The outline of her form is constantly trembling and shifting, probably because of a spell of some sort. Greetings, traveler. We are Shika the Many, the rulers of time, piercing through all epochs. We know all the secrets of the past and the present. We can reveal your destiny to you through this fortune cookie. The woman points at the box beside her. Me! I want a cookie! Phalai, can I have a cookie, please? There you go. Iva crunches a cookie between her teeth, her eyes closing in sheer delight. Then her eyes pop open again. I lost control and swallowed the fortune. What are we going to do? Now I won't ever know my future. Oh, don't be sad, dragon child. We will tell you your future just like that. You will... probably grow up to be a big dragon. Some prediction, I can do that too. In the future, I will eat a lot more cookies. Oh, Ivu. Take a fortune cookie. If one door closes, another is sure to open. Don't believe in the solitary life. There is always someone who can't take their eyes off you. Don't ignore the whispers of fate. You will have an amazing journey, new friends, and many unexpected discoveries. And you can't be the real Sheikah, right? The woman winks but says nothing. I'll be going now.
I'm off.
Oh, she clearly had a little fun. So that's the Houndheart area. Wait, I just realized, Yaniel, you get onto the horns.
I do what I must.
Okay, there's the altar. The rings of the future husband and wife, the one brought by Kiana and the one given by Seelah to Elon. Okay. Here's the other one. I'll check that in a bit. A slender young woman in a flowering dress walks toward you. The first thing you notice is her eyes. They are a striking blue-green. Ah. Welcome, travelers, to the secret-steeped land of Ustalav. You have come to the kingdom of grim mysteries and exquisite secrets. I, the vampire princess, am delighted to see you in my castle. I'm glad to finally meet you, Commander. Seelah. I am Kiana, soon to be the wife of that unfortunate knight who invited you here. Seelah rolls her eyes. Horrible. Imagine walking through the world wound and then bam, you're in Ustalav. I'm not even sure if a paladin is allowed to feast with a vampire princess. It's lucky you're not a follower of Pharasma, Valiant Seelah. Arsenro, the Dresden priestess of Abadar, is a short distance away from the Happy Bride. Although, I'll admit, I'm not used to feasting with the undead either. Oh, stop it. My friends and I are completely harmless vampires. We won't bite. Oh, truth be told, we chose the theme of Ustalav because it lets us wear beautiful dresses, light candles, and drink red wine all evening pretending that it's blood. I personally can't think of a better way to celebrate my wedding. Oh, Vampire Princess, I am honored to be your guest. Welcome, guest. My castle may be humble, but I hope it will entertain you. Take the loot there.
I found
What do we got? We got a bone. Sure. We should have had everyone all in the one place, though. I can't get enough of Elon's lavish Fey Monarch costume.
I'm glad I was useful.
The skeleton has a slight sheen to it. Judging by the texture, it's made of marzipan. A skeleton with a top hat. Lovely. That's masterwork. And take the rest of that. Arsenro lowers her head graciously. Knight Commander, how can I help? What do you think of the celebration? I'd prefer a church ceremony and a more formal approach to the celebration, but there is a certain charm in how unpretentious everything is here. We priests who choose to make our home in savage and dangerous lands see a lot of things during our lifetime, including exotic weddings. We don't bat an eye at a celebration where the groom is wearing a Fey Monarch costume and the bride is dressed as an evil vampire. I don't mind spending the time before the ritual with you. Are you sure? I'm a boring companion and there are plenty of entertaining activities around. I've already seen enough. Your company is most welcome, Knight Commander. If I might have your attention, everyone, before we get to the important part of the ceremony, I want to welcome two very dear guests. This is the commander of the 5th Crusade, thanks to the whose efforts the Sword of Valor flies proudly over Dresden. And Seelah, Paladin of Iomedae, the commander's companion and someone I have the honor of calling a friend. Seelah, would you say a few words?
Hello, everyone. Hey, I need some advice. What should I say? Giving speeches really isn't my thing.
You know what'd be fun? Tell jokes or just say whatever nonsense comes into your head. Laughter is the best gift you can give.
Oh, talk nonsense? I can do that. I'll do it the best way I know how. In the first hour of our acquaintance, I uttered words that made a great impression on Elan. I think it was because of these words that he realized I was the friend he had been looking for all his life. These were those very important words, and they shed light on what being a warrior of Iomedae is all about. So, here goes. A simple warrior approaches a cave where a monster is hiding, and he sees a paladin running out of it. I didn't expect a perfect paladin to be a coward, says the warrior. The paladin turns to him and replies, I am a holy paladin, best of the best, bravest of the brave. I hold divine power in my hands, and with my sword, I wield the power to smite. I am immune to disease and fear, so if you see me running away from something, don't ask any questions. Just start running.
Got it. So, paladins are basically the bomb squad of the fantasy world, then.
That wasn't so hard. It turned out great, didn't it? This is what we're fighting for. Weddings, fun, and laughter.
Yes, you're exactly right.
You know, I wanted you to come here with me so I could show you that our efforts aren't in vain. Not long ago, demons ruled over all of this area we're in, and they did all sorts of abominable things here. But now, Dresden stands as an indestructible fortress, and weddings are taking place here. It's all because of you. So, let's watch the ceremony and enjoy ourselves.
Arsinoe casts a solemn look over the gathered crowd. Her eyes are glistening either from emotions or the vampire wine. Welcome, honored guests, to the wedding of Elan and Kiana. Today I am delighted to play my part in the beginning of something so special. The beginning of a new happy family. When something as strong as your love for one another is born from the chaos of life, all the gods of order triumph. Seela is listening to the priestess with a broad smile on her face. Before we begin the most important part of the ceremony, I asked all the guests to put something in this cup that they think will serve the newlyweds well in their new chapter. Ah, I've heard about this custom. It's called the Cup of Wishes. People put nice little things symbolizing wishes. For example, a coin for wealth, a toy for the birth of a child, and so on. I'll put in a coin. Throw a coin in the cup after... you know what? May your family never know poverty. The guests put their gifts into the cup one by one. A luxurious shimmering tiara, a flashy ring. Kiana's friend even takes the bejeweled collar from around her dog's neck and puts it into the cup. Ah, friends, but these gifts are too expensive. The keeper of the macabre menagerie smiles to Kiana, showing her fake fangs. Don't even think about refusing. They come with the best of wishes. Look more closely at the cup of gifts. Each piece of jewelry was innocuous enough on its own, but now that they have all been gathered together, your suspicions have been raised. Their magical auras are too strong and varied to belong to mundane trinkets possessing only enough magic to adjust their size to the wearer. Seela, the jewelry, there's something wrong with it. Is something wrong? Huh. Well, how about we figure it out once the ceremony's over? The gifts have been given. Let us praise the gods. In the name of Abadar, I pronounce you husband and wife. You may exchange rings and join your lips in a kiss. Kiana? Kiana, my love, what's wrong? I can tell you. Oh, crap. Well, that's not good.
We won't fall here. I swear it.
That's very not good. Arsonra leans over Curl's body, whispering the words of some prayer or spell. Then she looks up. Her eyes are full of terror. Commander, I must inform you, we've fallen victim to a demonic plot. But I don't understand. How? Why? Priestess, you need to focus. Do you know what happened here or not? Yes. Yes, I think so. You all know what possession is, yes? Where a demon can take over the body of a mortal? Well, there's a more cunning version of this process. When the demon possesses the body, the poor victim's soul is transferred into a special vessel. A vessel for souls. The item most commonly used for this purpose is a gemstone. How did the demons get here? The Sword of Valor was supposed to keep them away. They didn't get here. They've been here all along, inside the jewelry. And now I realize these vessels are enchanted to ensure no one sees them for what they truly are. That is why we didn't notice the demon's presence until the very last moment. No one did. So all this happened because of some sparkly rocks? But wait. That means... Yes, it's all because of the sparkly rocks. I think the more expensive pieces housed more powerful demons. Their maker likely had to use more costly materials for the enchantments on those pieces, to mask the demon's presence, and he didn't want his atrocities to leave him out of pocket. So let me get this straight. We paid this scumbag a small fortune just so he could go and set a disgusting demon on us? What a crock. All the jewelry was made by the same person. Derek Sunhammer, right? That I do not know. Well, I do. I can smell it. All this shit came from the same sewer. Did you say possession? So Curl was possessed by a demon that day back at the Houndheart's camp. This young boy's body is alive, but his soul is gone. Arsonra moves her hand from pointing at Curl to gesture to the other people lying motionless around her. As are the souls of the other guests, even the poor dogs. Their bodies have been possessed by demons for some time already, and their souls have been transferred into the jewelry. The demon behind this plot stole the cup, taking all the souls with him. Until the jewelry is found and destroyed, we have no hope of saving these poor people. The knight, who has been silent up to now, grows pale. But it means that Kiana, she... my love. Elon, I'm sorry, but we will... Oh, be quiet, Seele! You're always so sorry, aren't you? If only you had helped instead of just apologizing after the fact. Where is your God's given power now, I ask you? Madness grows in the knight's eyes. Kiana, my love, why did I bring you here? Everything is lost, everything has perished, everything is pointless. Elon, please, believe us, all is not lost. We will find the souls of Kiana and others and save them. Elon lowers his head but relaxes a little. The rage on his face dissolves into grief. Thank you for the words of support. And now, if you would, I need some time to come to terms with what has happened. Elon turns around and kneels at his bride's body. Seele looks at her friend sadly. Things always go so well when I'm involved, don't they? Falai, we need to get back to Dresden right away. Look, the first ring that bewitched Curl and the second ring that hurt Kiana, they were both made by Derek Sunhammer, and the same thing has probably happened to the other guests. They all had this jewelry. We need to get to Dresden and search its shop. We might find some clues there. Arsonra, what will you do? I need to check again to make sure that the bodies of the victims weren't injured. If we find their stolen souls, we can bring all these poor people back to life. And it would be good if they had healthy bodies to return to. As soon as I finish up here, I will hurry to Dresden. I have magical means to get there quickly. Fine, let's go. Oh boy. Well, we can loot these. Distorted Mythic Shear, Physical Form, and Masterwork Bardiche. Wait, Physical Form? Dex and Con. That's actually a pretty good one. I'm gonna give that to you. Alright, let's get out of here. And get back to Dresden immediately. I don't don't know why clicking on an area exit or a location like that causes everyone to walk slower suddenly. Right, back to Dresden immediately. Everyone just collapsed, and then the demons appeared. Wake up, please wake up. Sela is standing with her weapon drawn, her eyes ablaze. Have you seen the bodies in the streets? I'd bet anything this is the doing of our jeweler. Let's go to his shop quickly if you're ready. Yes, immediately. Oh, jeez. Damn it. Damned demons. Commander, Sela, praise Abadar, you're alive. The usually dignified Arsener struggles to catch her breath after running, and she says, nervously clenching her hands, I have received news from other temples of Abadar, most disturbing news. What we saw at Elon's and Kiana's wedding has been happening across Mendev. People who bought Derek Sunhammer's jewelry have been dropping to the ground lifeless, with demons emerging from their bodies. The damage done is hard to measure. Demons appeared in 100 locations, and many of them immediately used the turmoil to commit atrocities. Killing, stealing, wreaking wanton destruction. Some were quickly dealt with, the cursed jewelry taken from them, and the imprisoned souls freed. But most of the demons fled, taking the jewelry containing the souls of their poor victims with them. Derek Sunhammer himself escaped too. The Inquisition of the Church of Iomedae is searching for him, but they have no leads as yet. The Church of Abadar is doing whatever it can. We also suffered losses among both our congregation and our clergy. Such a devious plot, and how skillfully it was executed. As Arsenrose speaks, Sela's face grows more and more grim, and her hands clench anxiously around her weapon. I saw that scumbag right here. I even talked to him. I didn't suspect a thing. I often get a sickening feeling from traitors. Some of them are nasty pieces of work the way they rip people off. I got that same feeling from him, but I didn't even think of looking closer. What will happen to the victims of this attack? Several large churches in Mendev have taken the victims into their care. The priests will keep their bodies alive and well, but unless the jewelry is found and their souls returned, all these efforts will be for naught. What did Sunhammer want to achieve by doing this? It's not clear, but he's been the most famous jeweler in Mendev for several years now. He counted many influential personages or their relatives among his clients. Nobility, generals, priests, merchants. They, their children, or their loved ones are now only lifeless bodies, their souls stolen away and hidden who knows where. The possibilities for blackmail and sowing blind panic are limitless. I suppose the Inquisition and the Mendevian authorities will try to keep the situation under control, but it is still extremely dangerous. How did no one notice anything? Magic, Knight Commander, and highly sophisticated magic at that. The jewelry items were well protected, and no one detected the demons hiding in them. If we assume that Derek Sunhammer not only made the jewelry but also charmed the items, we must conclude that he is an incredibly powerful and skilled spellcaster. So all his jewelry came with a hidden surprise. Not all of it. The Inquisition combed through everything. Most of what was sold in Sunhammer's shops was perfectly ordinary. The demon jewelry was sold to a select few, and always by Sunhammer directly, not through his golems. It is clear that he targeted his victims deliberately. I see. That is all I can tell you. I hope I've been helpful. If it's within your power, help track down Sunhammer and the Stolen Souls, Commander. This chaos must be stopped. Arsenro bows to you and leaves. Sela sheathes her weapon angrily and sucks in a breath through her teeth. But then she seems to steady herself and looks at you, her eyes bright. Well, what do you know? Looks like we got ourselves tangled up in some demonic conspiracy. And I'm the one who gave a demon-ridden ring as a wedding present. If it weren't for me, poor Kiana wouldn't have been left without a soul. Sela, you are such an idiot. Don't blame yourself. The entire Mendevian Inquisition failed to see Sunhammer for what he was. It's no surprise you didn't either. Well, I'm the companion of a living legend, aren't I? I'm supposed to be better. I'm supposed to sense evil and protect those who need protecting. Grim determination burns in Sela's eyes. I can't leave it like this. If anyone has an obligation to find that low-life Sunhammer and return all the stolen souls, it's me. I'll do everything in my power to find him. Something tells me that the demon-collaborating scumbag is somewhere here in the Worldwound. I'll seek help from every quarter. I'll interrogate imprisoned demons and cultists, whatever it takes to find the truth. Well, that ends that. Sucks that it ended up happening that way, but what else can we do? And one thing I find interesting, every time I've played that campaign in the past, the wife actually ends up perfectly fine, because we notice the rings and basically knock them away before anything happens. This is the first time that hasn't happened, at least in my playthroughs. I wonder what the difference is. Anyway, I am going to have to end this episode here. Next episode, I think there's only one area left for us to look at. So, prepare yourselves, everyone. We're going to be raiding the Ivory Labyrinth. But that'll be in the next episode. So, until then, I am Chester44, also known as Fly. That is me. This has been a Let's Play of Wrath of the Righteous. And I shall see you all next time.